Well, everybody, I'm Cantonese. Hey, everybody, Cantonese Cat here. I'm going to talk about a few fintech stocks. I'm going to first start with SOFI, which is my biggest fintech position. I'm going to go zoom out here to the monthly. I'm going to show you the Bollinger Band, and you tell me whether or not this is bullish or bearish. I think this is bullish because there are a few things. First of all, we've still got another week and a half before the monthly candle closes for January. And last month in December is just simply way outside the upper Bollinger Band. It just simply had to kind of go sideways. So far in January, it's not closed yet, but so far in January, you got a little bit of a bullish engulfing candle here, doesn't it? You got a Bollinger Band expansion, the upside to the downside. This is a very, very positive bull trend. I believe that is going to keep on going up over time. And I believe that 2025 is going to be a pretty darn good year for SOFI. Again, probably do some pretty unthinkable things here. The 20-month moving average is also serving as the tongue of this crocodile's mouth. It just wants to feed. So great. I love it. Are we overextended away from the 10? No, a little bit. Do we have a little bit of concern? Maybe. What am I going to do about it? Nothing. Let's look at the lower time frame here. Look at the weekly. What do we have here? Well, we got price kind of going down low volume here for about 6 weeks, and next thing you know, it just takes a little bit of volume here to have a bullish engulfing candle engulf pretty much like the entire 8 weeks of price action. So the selling is really very non-committal. This really looks like reaccumulation here, which is sad. Look at all the sad bears, Now, you do have a little bit of a gap up here. Am I worried about gap ups? Not really. Can this gap close? Possibly. Am I going to do anything about it? No. The reason why I'm saying all this is because I do think SOFI has a little bit of what I call a Robinhood problem. Let's talk about Robinhood. What I mean by Robinhood problem. You remember back when we have Robinhood going up here on bearish diversions where RSI is just kind of going down here and price just kind of going up. I was looking and I was like, yeah, it's probably going to end up going sideways. You can correct either through price or through time, but I don't think, it looks like there's a bearish divergence. I'm just not sure whether it's going to keep going up here. It did both actually. It corrected both sideways as well as through price as well. So time and price. And you end up just plummeting RSI all the way down to the 46, And throughout the entire process, you end up resetting RSI. It was very, very hot over here in the 80s. And next thing you just reset all the way down to the 40s. And next thing you know, this sets up a very, very good way for it to just continue to go up, right? You have a little bit of RSI trend on here that got broken, and next thing you know, price is a lot higher from here. Could SOFI go through a very, very similar issue where you have a hard time just pushing up because of bearish divergence? Next thing you know, you have to come back down, grab liquidity before shooting way up. That's always a possibility. What am I going to do about it? Nothing. I really don't care because the benefit of not really caring is to have bought down here. I guess that doesn't really help you, so I should probably shut up about it. If you want to trade this move, is fine. I think that if you don't have a SOFI position, you want to buy it at like 17. I guess, be my guess. I think it's probably going to keep going up higher. I'm not selling, so I guess in a way it's kind of equivalent to buying, right? If I am just going to unleash the Gann chart I have here, which actually gives you some pretty decent market symmetry. If you look at how it goes from a couple of arcs from bouncing off and just range bound between these two arcs over here, broke through both of those, broke through two other arcs, back test this arc, and right now it wants to reach the next arc. Just a little bitty away, a little bit too far for it to get too much higher. It was also a little bit too far away from the weekly tank in here too, so a little bit overextended. Get pretty close to the arc up here. I would not be surprised if it ends up just getting rejected here and just kind of go sideways, and maybe even go down here a little bit, maybe even go lower underneath the 0.608, grab some liquidity before going up higher, just like what Robinhood did. But it doesn't have to, because the Tenkan is very much rising up in a hurry, and I think it probably wants to spike the ball up higher over time. So we will see about that. Now, Bull support band is still all the way down here, right? Which is why I think that there might still be some liquidity grab here, although I don't want to sell to buy back because there's no guarantee. We're getting a little bit closer. Resistance is a very key resistance here, 0.786 fib. It's a pretty important resistance if you're a trader. I think There might be other traders who might want to kind of get out of SOFI here at this resistance level. We will see. Am I going to get out there? No, I'm not. I really don't care. I think looking at the monthly trend here, I think getting out at this point would be probably a mistake as far as I'm concerned. So am I getting out of SOFI? Heck no. AFRM, what do I think about AFRM? It's been underperforming. Oh no, it's got two bearish candles here. It couldn't even break out even halfway of this bullish candle over here. It's basically back testing this whole horizontal zone over here. Is it finding enough support to go up higher? Maybe so. You have the upper Bollinger Band. It's a little bit flattened, but it looks like it still wants to kind of point up. We haven't really had much impulsive price action since the Bollinger Band expansion over here, since it went down straight for 7 months. And next thing you know, this bullish and cotton candle just kind of engulfed like 6 months of price action and just kind of made a higher high here. We're trying to make a higher low here. I think this could be it. I think it's going to get up going to the next level, which I think is going to be in the 90s. I do think that that's probably going to happen fairly soon. The reason why I think that is because we are finally getting to the bull market support band. We've able to bounce off of that here last week, and so far we're still above of that. No guarantee it's going to hold, but I think it's a pretty decent potential support level. All of this downtrend here over the last 2 months is on declining volume, non-committal selling. All it takes just one little volume candle to push things up to the 90s. To be completely honest, I'm not sure what the bears are doing. I'm actually a little bit disappointed here. Can it go down further? Yeah, it can. It can go down as far as 47. What am I going to do about it? Nothing. It could go back down, back test this whole level over here. What am I going to do about it? Nothing. Because if it does, it's at support, is back testing a level that we broke out from. We haven't really truly back tested yet. Does it have to back test that? No, not necessarily. That's why I'm not selling. If I knew that something was going to happen, I would probably do it. But based on probability, it could happen, but it's not a certainty, so I'm not going to do anything. The other thing too, you saw that you had the bull run support band, you have the very key support level here. You also have a very important support level here that is probably holding right now, which is the 0.618 FIB level. If it holds the 0.618 FIB level, where it's going to go? It's probably going to go to the 0.786 lock FIB here, which is $92.56. It could end up just going up to the 90s, just like I said. How nice was the 90s? It's okay. Shopify. What is Shopify doing? What do I have here? I have the weekly GAN here. What's Shopify doing? Shopify is doing exactly. I hate this when these throughs always throw this out. But when it's true, you just gotta say it. It's doing exactly what I said it would do. It's not doing anything surprising here at all. When price was up around here, I said that, hey, it could come back and backtest the 0.5 or even backtest the arc here. It did exactly that. The traders were listening to my videos, man. The algorithms were listening to my videos, and it was just bouncing off of that area very, very nicely. You had the bull market support band that it didn't even really need to touch so far, right? Granted, we can come back down and grab liquidity again, and we might need the bull market support band later. There is no guarantee, but so far is holding just fine. Looking at the monthly chart here, initially I thought about the possibility of it going down as far as $94 to touch the top of the Ichimoku cloud after this breakout. So far it's not doing that. Why aren't we going to the moon yet? Well, because we're waiting for the Bollinger Band to expand. We're waiting for the Bollinger Band to catch up here. And so far it is catching up. And so far, I think it's going to allow price to go up higher. So far, you have two inside candles over here after this big giant breakout through the monthly Ichimoku cloud. I am not concerned about this holding here at all. You can also see the 2-week chart here. Actually, let me see if I can show the yeah, I think the Super Ichi is okay. Ichimoku, you broke away from through the 2-week Ichimoku cloud, and you basically backtested Tenkan. It looks nice. It just looks nice. Am I gonna sell? Nah, I'm not gonna bother trying to sell and try to buy back lower. I think this might be it. Robinhood. Did a deep dive with Danny and Matt this weekend. Yeah, I'm not gonna make them available for my guys anymore because they said that I charge just $5. And there's a lot of effort that they're putting in. So I'm just going to do it for them. And, you know, if you want to listen to the deep dive for Robinhood that we did, feel free. But I cannot emphasize that, whoa, the 2-month chart looks really weird. I cannot emphasize enough that this is a very strong bull trend. You can see the Bollinger Band on the lower part is very impulsively going to the downside here. You can see the 20-month moving average is quickly accelerating up. This looks like, if you were playing baseball, there's usually like 9 innings, right? And you can go over time. I think this looks like a 3rd or a 4th inning. I think it wants to keep going higher. That's what it looks like it wants to do. Well, even on the weekly, the upper Bollinger Band continues to expand. It just wants to keep going higher here. On the daily, I think I was worried because it was outside the upper Bollinger Band. And guess what? My worried was unwarranted because it wanted to keep going up outside the upper Bollinger Band here on the daily for how many candles? I'm not even talking about the candle touching upper Bollinger Band. I'm talking about the candle not even barely touching, or even not touching it at all, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days way outside, right? It's a little bit tired. I do worry that it's got a little bit like a tri-star maybe forming here a little bit. I do worry about this not sustainable for the short term. Long term wise, oh yeah, I mean, it's going to keep going up higher. I don't think it's going to fill this gap down here necessarily at all. But short term, it's a little bit too far. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a 10% drawdown and get everybody all scared, grab some liquidity, and 10% drawdown would be nothing because price was just around $40, and that was just literally a few days ago. So that would be a 20% drawdown. It ends up doing that. As far as I'm concerned, if you're also looking at my GAN as well as the FIB levels here, it's done something absolutely remarkable. It has bounced from one arc resistance here to support, push through to the next arc, back tested as support here for 5 straight weeks, and then just decided to push through to the next level. I said that Robinhood wanted 50. It got 50, right? I mean, I don't know if you follow my chart or video. I said Robinhood to 50. It got to 50. Not only did it get to 50, initially I was worried that the 0.786 was going to be strong resistance. Granted, this could still be a false breakout because this is a weekly chart and we still have a couple of days. And the market certainly overnight is a little bit negative. Oh no, I'm worried. Not really. It could hold it. It could not hold it. I honestly don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I bought down here. So that's why I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, over time, this thing's going to keep going up. What it's going to do in the short term now that it really backtested this arc here, I don't think it has to come back and backtest it again. I think that there's a possibility it might drop 10% backtest this horizontal breakout range over here, or even a little bit lower, even like 15, 18%, if this level doesn't hold. If it holds, can just consolidate here sideways here a little bit, 0.886, and then sometime in 2025 maybe some all-time high action up here. That's crazy. Okay, so talking about PayPal here, we got the PAL that pays a little bit so far, 1,440 and 1. Okay. What you're seeing here is a GAN arc, and the GAN arc has give you some really beautiful market symmetry, where this arc here means something, this arc here means something, this arc up here means something, broke down through the arc here, couldn't hold this arc up here, found an angle here, bounced off the angle, trying to break through this arc right now. Where are we at right now? Where are we at right now? Right now, we are underneath resistance, right? It's pretty clear right now that we're underneath resistance. So what are we going to do? Well, there's not much volume over here so far. It looks like the last bullish engulfing candle really tried to push through, but it didn't. We're just waiting for some volume to kick in, I guess. Maybe consolidate here a little bit, form a bull flag before kicking up. That would be the most reasonable action for it to do, right? Are we waiting for the bull market support band to catch up first? How long are we going to get up consolidating sideways here before going up? Are we waiting for the Tenkan to kind of catch up here first? Are we going to back test the Tenkan and get some additional energy before pushing up? I don't know, but we're at resistance and it's trying to battle a important zone. We have a nice bullish engulfing candle here as tailwind, so we'll see whether or not we push through. I have a hard time thinking PayPal is going to come all the way back down to the 60s again. I just don't think so. And it's really playing out exactly how I thought it would. What did I say last year? I said that towards the end of the year, you're going to get to maybe 70s, maybe 80s. And I think that the triple digits of PayPal will come, but it probably won't come until 2025. And it's 2025. And it's battling this arc over here. And it's trying to push for the arc and get to the 0.382, which is going to be an important fit level where it got rejected here on a back test here last time. And if we're able to push through the 0.382, which probably end up taking months is my guess, maybe Q1 or Q2. Next thing you know, 0.618, 0.786, bam, bam. That's a lot of money to be made if that's the case, right? Looking at just the monthly chart here, you can look at the Bollinger Band. All these fintech stocks look the same, by the way. They are getting very bullish. Upper Bollinger Band expansion, lower Bollinger Band expansion, 20-month moving average curling up. They're all the same. I can show you they're all the same. PayPal looking pretty decent. It's going to be bullish. Whether or not it's bullish enough for you to want to be in it, I don't know, right? Square. They changed the name to XYZ. I don't know why. I don't really care. This is one of those that I'm telling you, like the upper Bollinger Band is expanding, 20-month moving average is curling up. The lower Bollinger Band is not expanding down yet. You don't have that impulse to really drag a lower Bollinger Band down quite just yet. You don't have the volatility to do that quite just yet. But it's coming. I think it's coming. What is it doing right now? What is it doing? Well, it really is just a breakout of this big horizontal resistance zone here for about 3 years and doing a little bit of back test. That's what it's doing. Like, it's not doing anything dramatic. It's not doing anything crazy. It's just basically doing a back test, right? Even here is a back test of this wick over here. The 0.382 fit level is roughly where the resistance is at. You back tested it, and looks like it could end up gravitating up higher. Where it's going to go? I think the next level, that's maybe some resistance here, 106, around 0.5 fit. But I think the real big level would be like 0.618 up here, $134.34. If you pull up the Ichimoku, you can see whether or not there's any confluence here. Look at the monthly here. I think that you might need to have some resistance here before pushing up to 0.618. Maybe at the bottom of the cloud over here between 0.5 and 0.618, maybe to 120. And 120 would make sense because I think 120, let's see here, this is 85, right? And this is a head and inverted head and shoulder pattern. This is 40. Let's count this 80, whatever. 85 is fine too. 85, 40. So the difference should be 45. And 45 plus 85 is going to be 130. So the target is actually going to be around 0.618 of this big, giant inverted head and shoulder pattern that's been going on for like 3 years. It's probably going to hit this level here at some point. And there's a tailwind to do it because you just had a bullish crosshair in Tenkan Kijun in July 2024. And right now push price through. And right now it's due about the Tenkan Kijun. So I think the XYZ is going to do just a-okay. Jack. Upstart. What is Upstart doing? Well, bullish cross here, October 2024. Breakout, back test, holding the Tenkan here just fine, right? All these stocks look the same. All of them look the same. Bull market support band, Bollinger Band, upper Bollinger Band expanding, lower Bollinger Band just going sideways. We've had a little bit of consolidation here. Not enough volatility to really pull the lower Bollinger Band all the way down. But it's bullish. Second inside candle on a bull trend. This is bullish. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like decreased volume inside candle generally favor bullish continuation. It's just consolidation. Give me a high volume inside candle, then I might be a little bit more worried about trend reversal. So big double bottom over here, back test of the bottom zone, higher high compared to that, higher low compared to that, right? Bull trend. Like, you don't need anything else to tell you. 20-month moving average is telling you but you don't really need anything to tell you. Looking at the weekly here, what is it doing? Trying to hold up on a support band. Is coming up. Is trying to grab. Is trying to sling price up a lot higher. Is it hanging in the Ichimoku? Is stuck between the Kijun here, between Tenkan and Kijun, range bound right now, building up energy, probably to break out to the upside here. If it goes down, how far can it go? If it goes down, it could go back down to 0.382, around $45.89. Do I think it's going to go down that much further? Probably not. It's just back testing this horizontal breakout zone over here. I think it's going to re-challenge this arc over here. It got rejected here at the angle in the arc last time. It's going to re-challenge the 0.5. It's going to re-challenge the arc over here. And it's probably going to go to $105, which is 0.618. That's going to be the next stop for Upstart. Right? Nothing really bearish about Upstart. I'm not even, even for Upstart, I'm not even really seeing any true, bearish divergence ongoing right now. You had a little bit over here, but that has already worked out. So I think it's ready. I really think it's ready. And last one that you generally pay attention to, got a little bit way too far extended. I guess it come back down, back test at 0.786. Right now it's stuck between the previous all-time high over here. We'll see whether or not it breaks out. I still favor that this is a bullish stock overall. I still think that the whole thing is just that it's just been breaking fib level after fib level. It just had to kind of break down to underneath here to backtest some of the fib levels down here below. And overall, let me do a 2-month chart. Overall, it's also coming back down, not just backtesting the 0.786 level over here, but it's also backtesting a rising 20-month moving average to make sure that you have enough support to kind of push through. You're stuck between the Tenkan and Kijun. I can see it reclaiming the Tenkan, backtest the Tenkan and go up higher. That's what a lot of stocks are doing. Even Ethereum has been doing that. So I'm still relatively pretty bullish on this. I don't really see any concerns with pretty much the majority, if not all, the fintech stocks. Even one that I think Danny's interested in, called Shift Payments, is bullish. Bullish cross over here about a year and a half, and 2 or 3 months ago. And it's just been bull trend after bull move after bull move. Right now it's just consolidating above the previous all-time high here, looking like it wants to just keep on pushing up higher. Looking at bull in Japan, full expansion, just like what SOFI is doing, just like what Robinhood is doing. It looks like it probably wants to go higher. I see it going to 1.414, $135, if not 1.618 here, $150 over time. Is it going to get there in a straight line? Probably not. It's probably going to have some volatility to get up there. But overall, all these fintech stocks look fantastic. Thank you so much for listening to this. Have a good one. Bye.